A Taste of Nashville, brought to you by Omni Nashville and Lionel Trains, with Devon O'Day and John Dwyer, and their guests, Brittany Sandidge, John Brennan, Stefanie Miller, and Destiny Celaya.
Welcome in, everybody. It's time for Taste of Nashville.
Usually you sing, you do something.
Welcome back.
I'm talking about
It's a
Devon
whole
O'Day.
year. It's a whole new year, 2025.
And I'm John Dwyer. Thank you for joining us. We're at the Omni Hotel Kitchen Notes. Thank you for Omni being such a great supporter of this show. Lionel Trains has been fantastic.
I'm another year with Lionel Trains, and we are so excited about that. Look at this. They are so big, 125 years of Lionel Trains and a catalog. They're big enough for a catalog. I mean, I just thought it was like one train, and then you just kind of get the same parts. No, it's like all sorts of trains. And if you missed coming to Christmas here at the Omni, you missed out.
Yeah, they had a wonderful display in the front lobby, which I think is worth just stepping into if you don't have a room here or a reservation in any one of the great restaurants. But they had a great December, and we're off to a great 2025, Devon. It's going to be, we have a lot planned, but we want to thank Omni and Lionel for being a big part of this.
You know what we did not plan? I changed my black glasses to my blue ones at a last minute before he came in.
Look at this. My wife said, you need to rock some color. And I said, I don't know if I can pull this off. And this is the very first time I said, I'm going to, and you pull that out. So we are, what do you call me, the brother from another?
Brother from another mother. I mean, you're like the brother I always wish I had.
I feel like 23andMe or Ancestry, we're going to find out that we're actually
my little brother.
I'm glad we never dated. Because that would have been a little awkward.
That would be weird.
Yeah. One of the things I did recently for 2025 was with some friends. We've never done this before. Maybe you have some holiday traditions. We wrote down goals for the year, and we did it. Do you do that? Okay.
Yeah.
And we did that, and we had top 5 goals for 2024. And I can't remember exactly, because we wanted to be specific, okay?
Yeah, exactly.
Health
That's how it works,
yes, you want your health. Yes, you want to have a great marriage. Yes, but we said, give me some things. And I went 3 out of 5, which is pretty good. You do that, you bat 600, you get in the Hall of Fame. But that was a fun thing to do. And I was like, that's, because you forget about that. So
you do. I've been doing a whole thing on vision boards and how those work. And so hopefully we're going to give you some ideas on this show about some stuff that you can kind of do. We're going to catch up with a lot of folks on this show. One of my favorite people on the planet, Stefanie Miller, is going to be here. And we're going to catch up and find out what Mornings on Main Street has got up their sleeve and what's coming up. What are some new things coming to Nashville? She's got the scoop and all that stuff. John Brennan is here. And John, he was one of the very first reality stars from a show called The Real World on MTV.
Which tells you he ain't a teenager, okay? Because when you think about reality shows, they go back now a generation.
But we're older than he is.
Not to call them all, but I'm just saying, he's got another ring around his trunk. But that's very exciting.
It's very exciting, and what I love is I met him as a kid here on a show that we did called Nashville Nights. A woman who hosted the show, Goldie Payne from Kentucky, Owensboro, Kentucky, the Owensboro Opry. She said, you gotta meet this kid, he's just great. And I have loved him from that moment on. And so John Brennan's on the show with some music. And then we're gonna celebrate Kitchen Notes, where we are right now with some food.
We have, and we'll go into detail here.
Yeah.
But how would you like, Devon, to have breakfast or lunch for 2 for 1 year? Once a month, that's 12 meals. We're going to give you information specifically about how you can register. If you don't do this, you're knucklehead, okay? And it ain't hard, because if I can do it, anybody can do it. So this is a wonderful way to celebrate the opening of the renovation of Kitchen Notes.
And it's so beautiful, you guys. And what they did not renovate is how good the food is. Yeah. The food is spectacular. It's one of my favorite restaurants in this whole town. We got a lot of places to eat. This by far is one of my favorites.
And as we walked in, Todd Rodermill, the big wig here at Omni, he was actually cooking Like, he's one of the best dressed. He's regal. He's a prince, right?
Yeah,
he's just
true.
You know, you're like, that guy's important when
He's
he
got
kind of
swagger,
walks around
as we
here.
say in the biz.
He's got it. He's got the it factor. Anyway, he was back cooking and had an apron on for all the employees to kind of, do a test run with the food and all that, and I saw a lot of smiling faces.
Yeah, I said, hey, is it good? I just kind of walked around the whole place. Is it good? Is it good? They go, oh my gosh, it's so great. That's all about our show today. And then we're going to also check in with the place where we went, where I got to see you naked. No, I'm just kidding. I didn't really. Mokara Spa.
You did. You actually did. Because, well, there's laws against that. But we'll talk about
and
that
our
later.
producer, Alan, will never, he want to poke out his own eyes because he had to see me.
He had to get the video footage of that, and I knew he was like,
He goes, I'm not looking at him.
Yeah, I'm hitting play, and anyway, that was.
We know each other really well in this company. Yeah. More better than you ever should, probably. It's all good, and we're going to have a great show for you. So stay tuned. This is Taste of Nashville, live from the Omni Nashville.
Hi, I'm Joseph Burgoyne, Chef Tornado of the Omni Nashville Hotel. Come see us at Kitchen Notes.
Step into the Lionel retail store at Opry Mills, Nashville, and you'll be captivated by all the magic of the 124-year history of Lionel trains. Whether you're already a train enthusiast or just getting started, Lionel will energize your love for trains. NASCAR fan? Come check out your local Lionel station to learn all there is to know about model trains and die-cast NASCAR collectibles. Visit LionelNashville.com or call 615-455-9399.
Hit your high note with Harmony Senior Services at Mount Juliet. Compose your perfect day every day with plenty of fun activities, delicious meals with friends, and the ease of a maintenance-free lifestyle. You won't miss a beat when you stop in for a tour and enjoy a complimentary meal. Visit Harmony Senior Services at Mount Juliet and see what it means to live in full harmony.
My name is Royce, Bellman at Omni Hotel. Please come and see us. You're seeing the signs too, right?
What signs?
Welcome back, John Dwyer, along with Tennessee Radio Hall of Famer Devon O'Day, 2025 edition, and we're out of the gate here at Kitchen Notes, the Omni Hotel. And it is so exciting. The buzz, the excitement in this area. We're kind of in the back private area.
Yes.
That they haven't kicked us out yet.
Which you can have prite parties, meetings, all that kind of stuff in.
Yeah, so that's why it's a little quieter. We're at the corner here of Korean and Forts, I think. Isn't it funny how when you're in Nashville and you'll think of it? I can't think of the street. I've been here 100 times.
I know you live here.
Third or fourth ish, but you'll know anyway. But it's
just
very
do like
exciting.
me. Have your Uber take you to Omni.
Yeah, that's all you need to do. Clearly, we have some wonderful dishes here, and we're gonna get some close-ups here. But we have the person who, no pressure, but being the general manager of Kitchen Notes with the renovation and so forth. She is here today.
I know, Brittany Sandidge, welcome to the show. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Let's pull the curtain back a little bit. When something does, you change the menu, want to be farm, all those things, how does that come to be that you're like, you need to come back?
Yes. So, of course, we listen to all of our guest feedback, and we listen to what they want and what they might not have liked on our menu. But we do have a new chef that is over our restaurant. His name is Chef Joseph Bell. And so he listened to some feedback of some of our guests, and we brought back some of our signature items and then put a little twist on them because he is a new chef for here. So that's why they're a little different from before, but they still have the same ingredients, just a little spice that he added to it.
Fantastic. Now, let's talk about the pasta.
Yeah.
This is something just a little, oh, it's warm.
Oh, it's so warm.
Y'all, this is not just presented food. No.
Do the interview first, will you? Let's class this show up.
What is this?
Yeah.
Everybody loves a pasta. So.
Yes, so this is a handmade tagliatelle. It's actually made by Mr. Aaron's Pasta, just right down the street, so locally made.
Oh, wow.
And then we even have local vegetables as well from Nashville with some mushrooms and roasted vegetables that you see right there with a cream sauce right on top. It is so delicious.
Oh, that's wonderful. And you got to have a good piece of salmon.
Yes, and you see that seared salmon's on a bed of what it's called Hoppin' John. Does anybody know what Hoppin' John is?
I do know Hoppin' John.
Yes.
That's what I always have every New Year's because it's the coolest way to have black-eyed peas in the whole world.
I don't know.
Yes.
I don't know.
So as she said, black-eyed peas. Yes. So it is a tomato-based roasted, and then it has mixed vegetables in it as well: some squash, some carrots, some kale, and of course those black-eyed peas.
Mm-hmm. So good luck for New Year's. Plus, it's good for your heart. It's all that's really healthy, but it looks good.
It
is.
is.
Because like some of that healthy food, it leaves a little something to be desired. Not here.
And this is vegetarian, and you wouldn't even guess it.
What?
Right?
I want to emphasize the pasta because there is a difference between homemade and fresh pasta, and that's if you're a foodie. That's a big. You're saying, oh, you can't screw up pasta. You can.
Oh, 100%.
And so that's wonderful, and then it's local and so forth. So you got to. Yeah, I've ruined some really good pasta.
I have too. I actually studied abroad in Italy and learned how to make some handmade pasta. So of course you had to butcher it before you can make it correct.
I was wondering how you ended up being the general manager here. I mean, obviously you went to Italy to study how to make pasta. Was being in the food industry always your deal?
Yes, it was. So I actually went to Western Kentucky University, just right up the street, Hilltopper, yes, for hospitality management decades ago. But fell in love with hospitality from a young age of 16, and then went over to Western Kentucky, and then I did study abroad in Italy while I was there. And then I actually moved to the Gaylord and then made my way over to Omni about 5 years ago. Was actually in the Las Colinas property in Dallas, Texas. And so I've been here for about 2.5 years, almost 3 years.
Oh, that's fantastic. Well, looking at the new kitchen notes, what are some of the things that are different about it as people are coming in? Because a lot of people in Nashville have their Mother's Day brunch here and their holiday brunches here. What are some new things in the new change?
Yes, so we have a completely new lunch menu. For our breakfast menu, we have still kept all of our signature items. So we still have our handmade biscuits that we make fresh every day. Of course, the
biscuit bar.
Our biscuit bar. We have our biscuits and gravy. We're still #1 for gluten-free, so we still have all of our gluten-free items as well.
You can get a gluten-free biscuit at the Omni?
We can, yes. You get a gluten-free biscuit, a gluten-free pancake, a gluten-free waffle. Our gravy is gluten-free. Yes, so we really pride ourselves in that because obviously that's a hard one to do, right?
It's really tough to find gluten-free on those kind of items in the South.
But you will notice when you come to Kitchen Notes, it looks completely different. Right when you walk in, there is a beautiful new retail space where we sell all local items up there. So we have, Savannah's honey to our signature hot sauce as well, our Kitchen Notes hot sauce. Yeah.
It is very welcoming. If you for 10 years now, we're in 11 years almost.
11 years.
And by the way, it's very cool to have a regional local person. I'm sure that you came down here as a student and you went, boy, and to study hospitality and to be, this is, I don't want to say a dream come true, but to be able to work at a first-rate, unbelievable venue and to be called to work your way up is that's and yes, you worked in Dallas and cut your teeth there, and you're great about that. But
this
the fact
ain't
is, you're
Dallas.
home.
It's not Dallas.
We are so
it's
not.
not.
So nothing against Dallas, but a little bit, a little bit.
We only compete against them. Don't worry.
But it's got to be cool, and your family, your parents, and they've got to be
all
proud
my
of you,
family
right?
lives here, so I'm happy to be home and just get them. They're always coming just to see the restaurant.
So breakfast, lunch, and dinner?
So just breakfast and lunch.
Okay,
We
gotcha.
still do have our great signature breakfast buffet. We'll still do all those great holiday buffets that you mentioned as well. So we didn't change that because it works. And we're not going to change something that is so successful, as you already know.
Okay, here we go. This is, if you're just like kind of reading or on your phone watching this program, shame on you, okay? Because we've got something that you absolutely, every one of you, needs to do this, and you'll be thankful you did.
That's right. Breakfast or lunch for two for a year at Kitchen Notes. Can you believe that? And that is a prize. Can we enter?
As many times. They're saying there is no way. No.
We're not going to give her any more.
It'll be Evan O'Donnell one from or something, right?
Yeah,
I've gone by a lot of aliases in my day. I might pull those out. But this is actually, you can't win either.
Okay, I can't win either.
By the way, it's funny that you had family. I wonder if they were like, is Brittany here? No, but that's okay. We're going to eat, right?
Yeah, 100%.
They're not there to visit you,
Oh,
girl.
no, not at all. They're here to have that patty melt and those deviled eggs.
That's right. Oh, do you still have the
I
meatloaf?
forgot to tell you, we brought back the patty melt.
The patty melt?
Yes.
What about the meatloaf? Do you have meatloaf?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Soon to come.
Not yet. See, my prayer team's got to get on the meatloaf. We got to get that in the mac
You're
and
2
cheese.
for 3.
Yeah.
2 for 3.
1 time per month you can do it, and so that's 12 times.
Wow.
And you can enter hourly for your chance to win. So that answers the question, right? You can't just keep. So how do you do that? Do you know?
Yes.
I've done some show prep. Do you know how to do it?
Well, I think you need to tell them because I get confused when I start telling people things like that.
that means you know. So you're a giggler. So you go to, and by the way, not giggle, but Google Main Street Media. What a freaking roll. Go to Google Main Street Media, go to the website. If you click on any of the, the Dixon, Wilson County, all those different satellite news outlets, click on this logo, okay?
It looks
click
like
on this, and you just simply register. It's that simple.
Yes.
Set your alarm, at 01 every hour, and just remind yourself, because the more you enter, the more you have an opportunity.
Do you have to be like 18 or over to enter? Doesn't say that.
5-year-old.
I know. I can see everybody.
Tiffany
with all the
Taylor.
Catholic families who will be registering. Everybody, y'all go enter because but it's lunch or breakfast for two for a year, once a month for a year. It's the best place in the whole world to eat in the Omni at Kitchen Notes.
Okay, and the sweepstakes runs, by the way, from the 16th of January to the 6th of February. So you're on the clock. Okay, don't put this off. Do it right now after the show, and just keep doing it. So I think that's a wonderful first-class way. Did you come up with this, or are you going to take credit?
Sure, I'll come up and take credit for that.
Or Todd's going to go.
You saw me wink at Todd over there?
It was me, yeah. But that's a very cool thing. So, yeah.
Oh, quick, run through real quick all the things on the menu. Do like a speed read.
Yeah,
okay.
for
What's
sure,
on the menu?
for sure. So for breakfast, we added a couple. I'm going to do my signature items for breakfast. So we added a Tennessee ham and cheese English muffin sandwich. We still have our smoked salmon plate. I already mentioned our biscuits and gravy. We also have our sourdough short stack pancakes with this delicious lemon curd on them. Ooh. So good. And then for lunch, as I mentioned earlier, we have a whole new lunch menu. So you see those deviled eggs. We even have a homemade French onion dip. You'll love it. And then we've added a couple of new salads, a winter salad that comes with quinoa and kale with a little bit of cherries and some pecans, so great for this winter. And then we, of course, have our signature Kitchen Note sandwich, our club. And then we added back our patty melt, like I mentioned earlier. And then a new sandwich we had is our 4-hour short rib braised sandwich.
Oh, y'all.
I know. I'm sorry I didn't bring that one out for you. But
that
it
stuff.
is.
Cut it with a fork. I mean, it's just like, it just melts.
Butter.
It does. And then, of course, all of these entrees that I had, the seared salmon and the handmade tagliatelle. And then we added a steak and frites as well, if you're real hungry for lunch, right? And then for dessert, we have a warm banana donut bread pudding. Oh my goodness. Our executive pastry chef, Chef Madison, is amazing. And she has created this warm donut bread pudding and also a baked tan pie. And right now it is a berry baked tan pie. And like I said, she's fantastic and does some great work.
So if you're local and you're looking for, because I can be snooty about lunch, business lunch dates, because I want ambiance, I want it to be cool vibe, but I want to be able to hear.
Yeah,
and
this is the place.
I love the ambiance in the room. It's a great place to be able to sit. You can have your private conversations.
Yeah.
You can do that. So let's talk a little bit about just reservations, or can you walk in and take your chances, or what do you suggest?
Of course. So I do suggest reservations for the weekends.
Yeah.
As you know, weekends
Definitely.
are very, very busy.
Definitely.
So on the weekends, we open up at 7 a.m. and then we close at 2 p.m. And on the weekdays, we open up at 6:30 and close at 2 p.m. You can make reservations on opentable.com, or we also accept walk-ins. Just come on up and our hostess will get you seated.
Did you say 6 a.m.?
6:30 a.m. Yes, I did.
6:30.
6:30 a.m.
And I can tell you,
Cracking
just
on.
being in the business community, us being in the nonprofit world, putting the non in nonprofit, you want to be able to have those conversations and find a good place. This would be a great go-to place. Well, congratulations on GM and all that.
you.
That's pretty cool.
Okay, as we go to break, you go register any Main Street media outlet like the WilsonPost.com, any place like.
Find the logo. and
Find
that's
the
key.
logo. That's
Okay.
it. Just look for Main Street Media, and that's where you go. And sign up to win breakfast or lunch for two for a whole year from Omni Nashville. Hey, we're going to be back. John Brennan is in the house. Stay with us for more Taste of Nashville.
Hi, I'm Sarah at the Omni Nashville Hotel. Come see us at Bar Line.
So Busy Bee is a very close-knit family. We fight just like every family does. We have arguments, but we always come out with a solution to the problems. We don't just fight about what we want, we fight about what customers need. We want to make sure that every customer we go to is more than satisfied. And that doesn't just start whenever we show up at their door, that starts when we show up every day at work. We want to make sure that we are serving our customers to the best of our ability.
Racing season is underway, and the Lionel Racing Retail Store at Opry Mills, Nashville has a die-cast car for every fan, from classic cup cars to recent checkered flag winners. So make plans to make your next pit stop at the Lionel store in Opry Mills, Nashville, and drive away with a collectible die-cast car from your favorite driver. Lionel Racing is the official die-cast car of NASCAR, the choice of champions. Visit lionelnashville.com or call 615-455-9399.
Hit your high note with Harmony Senior Services at Mount Juliet. Compose your perfect day every day with plenty of fun activities, delicious meals with friends, and the ease of a maintenance-free lifestyle. You won't miss a beat when you stop in for a tour and enjoy a complimentary meal. Visit Harmony Senior Services at Mount Juliet and see what it means to live in full harmony.
At Delta Dental of Tennessee, we know our success begins and ends with providing superior quality service, and that includes serving those who need it most. This year, we're celebrating 25 years of giving back to the community we call home. Delta Dental, along with our Smile 180 Foundation, supports Tennessee's dental colleges and oral health education, children's hospitals, free and reduced cost dental clinics, and other like-minded charities. Here's to the next 25 plus years of ensuring healthy smiles.
Bongo Java. Come see us at the Omni Nashville.
Well, it can't be Taste of Nashville without a taste of music, right?
We always have some phenomenal music guests. And you are, Devon, kind of the Forrest Gump. I mean, there's nobody you don't know. There's nobody
Like
you
eating
have.
a box
You have a
of chocolate.
story about literally any singer-songwriter in this town. And I'm not saying you're a veteran, okay?
I'm the official songwriter mom of Nashville.
You are,
yes.
and you have a great story with our great guest, John Brennan.
I do. John Brennan, welcome, this Kentucky boy, to our show. And,
Thank you.
But you're here now.
Yeah, living in Nashville.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You and I have known each other for a while. You want to tell the story about how we met?
Yeah, I'm going to be very specific. I've known you for 32 years.
Thank you for being specific.
and we're out of time.
We met a block away from where we're sitting in 1992 at the old convention center here that's been torn down now and rebuilt. But NBC was doing a special television show. I got to meet you there, and that is actually where I very spontaneously got to sing a song a cappella just to entertain the crowd.
Because I was doing warm-up for the crowd. Yeah, that's what I was doing.
And that's when a gentleman walked up to me and said, well, I'm working on this show, but I'm working on MTV, this new show. And I said, well, that's awesome, but I'm not an actor. And he said, no, it's not scripted. They had not even come up with the word reality TV yet.
Never had.
And so he told me all about this crazy idea they'd done in New York, and they wanted a country singer to do it for their Los Angeles season, and I became the 8th reality television star of all times on The Real World.
How old were you? Were you like 8?
I was 18 years old.
18.
He was just about 8.
I'm still 18.
Well, act. But.
That's right.
But you were the only guy in a cowboy hat, and they gave you a lot of grief for that. I mean, thank you for that word, by the way. I'm here. What is the word that I need to say? They really did. And, but what does it feel like to start a whole different genre of television?
Nobody thought it was going to be still on and it's the most watched genre of television, reality TV. They've lumped in all the talent shows to reality TV, but Big Brother and Survivor and the Kardashians, we laid the groundwork for all of them.
Because literally they followed you around everywhere. Now, did you have to kind of heal from that? Because you were literally your whole life as an 18-year-old was there, and there was a lot of heartbreak and heartache on the show, and there's some backstabbing and stuff that was very not familiar to you.
Right. I mean, I was the fish out of water. I was the country kid from the Bible Belt that, sang country music and was kind of dropped and transplanted into Los Angeles on MTV and living with these crazy people who were all older than me. But they hired a psychologist for us, and for all reality television, there's a lot of psychological after effects for sure. Like, how did I look and what do people think of me? Because I'm not playing a character. It's really me that they hate or like.
And people would really say things, and
they sure would.
Even though we didn't really have social media then. But people would voice their opinion and say just whatever came to mind. And was that tough?
It was tough. I mean, people ask me how real was the real world or how real was reality TV. Back then it was very authentic. Now it's gotten very popular. It's a little more staged. People that get cast are, they know I'm automatically going to be a little bit famous for a little while. So they're acting, as the kids say now, some type of way. It's not always real authentic. But back in the day, we didn't know what we were doing. So we had no choice but to be ourselves. And it was a little stressful, to be honest, but a really great opportunity.
But you went from that and you went back to the church,
Yeah.
I mean, I really followed your career throughout, and you started singing praise and worship and went back to working in ministry and things like that. What brought you back to country music?
Well, I mean, I got a little bit older and I had a lot of goals left unfinished in this town, and I have loved country music for 40 years, and I've been singing it for almost 40 years, and I just thought, you know what? It's time for you to go take one big swing, one big last swing at this, and go do, the desires of your heart. And, still real involved in church. I'm leading music in church this Sunday. And, but,
What church?
It's actually in Lexington, Kentucky. My mom has relocated from Owensboro, Kentucky to Lexington, go Big Blue. And so it's Emmanuel Baptist Church is one of their satellite campuses. And so, so I make it back to Kentucky, and I'm still a Kentucky boy, but still really pursuing country music.
Well, when you go from reality TV like that, and you get jolted, and there's blessings and curses of that fame, but you look at this, you've toured Alabama, George Jones, Kenny Chesney, Tim McGraw. This is a who's who. Eddie Rabbitt, Marty Stewart, Diamond Rio, Joe Diffie, on and on, Ronnie Millsap. Did you know at 18 that, some people go, did you have a plan B?
I didn't really have a plan B. After the Real World, I was a little bit famous for, they say 15 minutes of fame. It was about 11 years. And, as reruns kept airing, it was still kind of current. And I came back to Nashville and got a record deal, lost a record deal. And as things kind of unraveled a little bit and regrouped, I started leading music in church and I didn't really have a plan B. I dropped out of Belmont University to go do the Real World. I was a freshman at Belmont University. And
wow.
Hey, Mom and Dad, that really expensive college that I got into, I'm going to drop out and I'm going to join the circus. No, not the circus. Way worse than that.
In a way,
Way
you
worse
did.
than that.
I mean, you didn't know, but yeah.
But so, I didn't have a plan B. I still don't.
Still figuring it out.
I'm still wearing this hat around Nashville and singing country music.
Well, you've got a new single that is brand spanking new. You guys can follow it. We're going to hear it. You want to invite your guitar player up and introduce him?
Yeah, this is Andy West. He's a great guitar player. He's actually my current roommate, and we play a lot of music together sitting around the house. And so this song is actually not out yet. It is co-written by a tremendous songwriter named Greg Barnhill.
Love it, Louisiana guy.
And
so good.
And Tim McGraw had this song on hold because he loved it so much for a long time, and then he finally decided he wasn't going to cut it. So I heard it, and I felt like this song was written literally for me to sing. I've actually had this conversation with people 100 times, and it's called "Tell Me That There Ain't a God." And we just shot the video. It's being edited. It's not complete yet, but. This is going to come out real soon, and I hope people really. It's one of those stop you in your tracks type of songs, and it's just really, really tremendously done.
Well, all you guys get ready to get stopped in your tracks because we're about to hear it. John Brennan.
2, 3. I was sitting next to a guy on a plane flying back from LA. We were having ourselves the usual conversation. When he saw my book and said out of the blue, he said there ain't no God and that's the truth. You see, my sister died while my mom and dad were praying. And all this talk about Jesus saves and eternal life beyond the grave, well, to me that's just a bunch of bad religion. And he said, I ain't never seen no miracles. And I said, yes, you have. There's a million in this world, like the way your heart beats in your chest. You take one breath and then the next, then this big blue ball spins in the sky. There's a reason that we all don't fly right off of it. And you can't see love, but you feel it. And the fact we're here at 30,000 feet and we don't up and drop. Tell me that there ain't a God. Well, I said I might look like some religious guy, but there's more to me than meets the eye. And there's some things about me that you ought to be knowing. You see, I battle with demons and I still fight, and I even almost took my own life, but someone saved me from the hell where I was going. So if you don't believe in amazing grace, there's a miracle right next to you, sitting in 3A. Can't you feel your heartbeat in your chest? You take one breath and then the next, and this big blue ball spins in the sky. There's a reason that we all don't fly right off of it. And you can't see love, but you feel it. And the fact we're here at 30,000 feet having this talk. Tell me that there ain't a God. Then the plane touched down in Austin, And as we both started walking, he said, you made me stop and think about the wonders of this life. There's as many as the stars up in the sky. Like the way your heart beats in your chest. You take one breath and then the next, and this big blue ball spins in the sky. There's a reason that we all don't fly right off of it. And you can't see love, but you feel it. And the simple fact that you sat right next to me, oh, it wasn't love. Tell me that there ain't a God. Oh, tell me that there ain't a God. Look around, and tell me that there ain't a God. Believe me now, there's a God.
That right there.
It's a good one, right? That's a good one? Is that going to work in this town?
It's going to work everywhere.
How does this sit for, would you say 11 years?
I'm not sure how long.
Honest to God, when you wrote that, by the way, is that literal? I mean, did that happen, or is that just...
I didn't write this song.
Yeah, and Greg Barney.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay,
but this song, you know, I've had that conversation with a million people, especially just being a believer, but just in ministry, especially people.
Just watching the news with the LA fires, there were so many miracles, and people say it's so horrible. And I said, you know, the miracle is that people come together of all shapes, sizes, creeds, and colors, helping each other out. Yeah. That's a miracle in itself, and we do see it every day. Yeah. We do see
it's a miracle that's. I mean, that's got to be just wanting to jump off the paper and just people have been robbed not 11 years not hearing this. That's wonderful.
I just feel like that's a normal conversation that happens. Hey man, I don't believe in all that stuff. It's like, man, look around. You just took a breath. Your heart's beating. You know, but you know, I see that little tear in your eye.
Oh, I know. I've been trying. I was like,
it worked. It
does. I literally felt every moment in that song, and I hope that you guys did too. John Brennan, and it's Jon. Yeah. John Brennan, BRENNAN, and you can find him on all social media. Yes. Are you JohnBrennan.com? That's how you can find it. And if you're in radio, go to CDX and you can download it and put it in your playlist. But you can also look for that new video coming out soon.
It's going to be on YouTube. I'll be announcing it everywhere that, you know, follow me on all the stuff. But this is a song town, and I think that's a killer song. So I think it'll stop people in their tracks.
And let's talk about somebody can sing that song too. How about it? Let's hear it one more time for Mr. John Brennan.
That'd be good. I know in 6 months we're going to go, remember when that moment, right?
And I will say that the #1 fan, Goldie Payne, we're going to shout out to her in Owensboro, Kentucky. We love you, Goldie.
Love you, Goldie.
All right, you guys stick around. We're going to talk a little bit about mornings on Main Street and what's happening in Nashville, and then a little bit later, the Mokara Spa right here at the Omni.
We'll be right back.
Welcome to the Omni Nashville Hotel. Urban elegance with a vintage touch. Our 800-room hotel opened up in the fall of 2013 with 746 guest rooms and 54 suites.
Step into the Lionel retail store at Opry Mills, Nashville, and you'll be captivated by all the magic of the 124-year history of Lionel trains. Whether you're already a train enthusiast or just getting started, Lionel will energize your love for trains. NASCAR fan? Come check out your local Lionel station to learn all there is to know about model trains and die-cast NASCAR collectibles. Visit LionelNashville.com or call 615-455-9399.
So Busy Bee is a very close-knit family. We fight just like every family does. We have arguments, but we always come out with a solution to the problems. We don't just fight about what we want, we fight about what customers need. We want to make sure that every customer we go to is more than satisfied. And that doesn't just start whenever we show up at their door, that starts when we show up every day at work. We want to make sure that we are serving our customers to the best of our ability.
You're seeing the signs too, right?
What signs?
At Delta Dental of Tennessee, we know our success begins and ends with providing superior quality service, and that includes serving those who need it most. This year, we're celebrating 25 years of giving back to the community we call home. Delta Dental, along with our Smile 180 Foundation, supports Tennessee's dental colleges and oral health education, children's hospitals, free and reduced cost dental clinics, and other like-minded charities. Here's to the next 25 plus years of ensuring healthy smiles.
Hit your high note with Harmony Senior Services at Mount Juliet. Compose your perfect day every day with plenty of fun activities, delicious meals with friends, and the ease of a maintenance-free lifestyle. You won't miss a beat when you stop in for a tour and enjoy a complimentary meal. Visit Harmony Senior Services at Mount Juliet and see what it means to live in full harmony.
Welcome back to Taste of Nashville, along with Devon O'Day. I'm John Dwyer. We're at Kitchen Notes, the renovated. And if you've been watching the show, you know that there's new and exciting menus and all that. Your deviled eggs are back. All the world is back on its axis. But we continue the show, and we have another special guest who you all know.
I know. She is just a light everywhere she goes. I just adore her. I adopted her the minute I met her. I said, she's mine. I'm keeping her. Stefanie Miller, who is the host of Mornings on Main Street. She's also the host of Community Checkup, and you're working with traffic. What is
Kim Van Atta? She is with the Tennessee Highway Safety Office. She's the assistant director, and then I hosted our What's Cool in School in Rutherford County, where we did a highlight on all of the high schools.
Are there two of you? What?
No,
I mean,
just one.
And she also filled in for me on What's New at the Zoo with Jim Bartu.
Thank you for that, by the way.
Thank you for that, because they walked all over that zoo, and it was freezing cold, and you are just so good at what you do.
Oh, thank you.
And you're a Clarksville girl? No, Dixon.
Dixon County native, so I grew up in Dixon County, and then I've been in Clarksville now since 2019. So my husband is contracted with Fort Campbell, so after I left in Paducah, Kentucky, at the NBC affiliate there, moved to Clarksville, and that is home. And I love that community.
We are so blessed to have her with what she does. But you are always first on the scene, and she takes, her husband is working for us. He just doesn't even realize it. She takes him to everything.
I do.
If you follow her on social media, Stefanie takes her husband to all these things. You guys have enjoyed a lot of good Nashville things. What are some highlights?
Oh my gosh, we truly actually made a note. So a lot of things, of course, everything's a piece to share. Everything is a segment that you can share and let people know about. So we have done, from the zoo, from ice skating to, oh my gosh, tastings to different community events, parades and fairs and bacon eating contests and wing eating contest. You name it, we've probably done it. If there's an eating contest, I'm involved.
And dancing too, don't forget.
I do buck dance, yes.
I was part of a ice cream eating contest which sounds good, and it was people were making homemade ice cream. This is at Lipscomb or somewhere, and somebody made asparagus ice cream.
Ooh.
It didn't win.
No kidding.
And of course they're watching, and and maybe that's happened to you, or both of us, where you're like, and you just want to, and you can't because everybody's watching. But anyway, I just had that. I'm still scarred from that moment.
It's like you do one taste, like one little.
Yeah, it's like, I've got a lot to go.
All the stuff.
Yeah, right. That's the trick.
And a judge at a chili cook-off.
It's tough.
In Louisiana, it was really scary when I did it there because you never knew what was going to be in that chili. You know, it's like people go, it's gator chili, then there's armadillo chili, and I'm going, oh no.
That's roadkill chili.
It was, and so you had to be kind of careful because you can't tell what it is when you look at the chili, what's in there.
When I worked in Greenville, Mississippi, there was a game night at the convention center, so it was all game meat. And we went around, and of course, I am down
bingo,
to right. I am down to try anything once. Don't ever try raccoon. That is not good.
Well, you cut it into the mask. And
It's just what was the other one?
Possum?
Yes, I've tried that. That is not good either. But I tell you, the hardest, I guess, food to judge would be barbecue because you have so many barbecue entries typically, and so you're trying barbecue, pulled pork, barbecue ribs,
yes, and all that. By the way, why did the chicken cross the road?
I don't know.
To prove to the possum it could be done.
I was waiting.
You know who I got that from?
Who?
Jerry House. I did, and you would, well, he told so many jokes.
That's a dad joke.
It's a very dad joke, right?
The beautiful thing about Main Street Media and the things and all the platforms and forums is that even in your worst day, you get to do and explore wonderful. I mean, you have the palette, the broad brush of just you've got this canvas, and you get to kind of the latitude to go out and do anything and everything, right? That's a pretty good gig.
I am blessed to be able to do that. And there are so many good things happening in our communities throughout Middle Tennessee, and so many people helping other people. And I want to highlight a couple because, again, through Mornings on Main Street with Main Street Media of Tennessee, I really do get that freedom. So from highlighting the founder of Select Your Crown, which her name is Markeisha Wardell. She's out of Clarksville. She owns a beauty bar there, a hair salon, but she started the foundation Select Your Crown. And they're going on their 5th year. What she does as a hairstylist, she gives out, I want to say 100 wigs to recipients either with alopecia who have gone through chemotherapy. It's all ages, men or women, but they just submit an application. If they're pulled, they do receive a wig, and they have a special event. Oh, wow. We did a piece with the Pinson Hospitality House here in Nashville, and that house is there for those receiving life-saving treatments here at one of our Nashville hospitals, at one of the trauma centers. They now open it up to family members. So just knowing that those doors are open, big brothers, big sisters. I just did a piece yesterday with the Tennessee Rehabilitation Center. It's in Smyrna. It is only one of 8 schools of its kind in the country, helping adult learners who have a disability that may keep them from going to a traditional college setting, but they can still follow and pursue a career of their dreams. So again, so many incredible things here. You've
been working and shining the light on a lot of good community groups with the community checkup with Missy Acosta from Delta Dental, and that's just wonderful. Nonprofit is our jam, and Tennessee, I know there are great nonprofits in other parts of the country, but we really are the volunteer state. You guys are amazing, and shining the light on those is so important. You've always been drawn to that.
I love nonprofits. I love the work that they do, and I'm blessed to sit on a couple boards in Clarksville and to see others who give their time. But working with Missy, getting to know Special Olympics more here in the state of Tennessee, Second Harvest Food Bank. We made a trip to Memphis to highlight St. Jude Jam and the money coming in there and those that want to give. The College of Dentistry, young dentists that want to help people with their smiles, because the smile really is such a beautiful thing. And to have healthy teeth, it's so much more than just healthy teeth. It really does really take the whole health of the body. So
it really does. And you really are the doorway to all the good stuff happening in Middle Tennessee. And you shine the light on that. And we can find all of your shows on the Main Street Media app. We can find them there. If you have Roku, if you have a Fire Stick, however you like to stream your television, we have a lot of streaming shows, and you are such a part of it. What's coming up for you?
We're working on trying to get a number of things going. So we, like I mentioned earlier, we wrapped up our What's Cool in School in Rutherford County. We would love to visit all of the other high schools in other counties. So we're reaching out to those counties now to highlight things. Athletics are fantastic and, go on all the sports, but other programs that the schools might have, from your theater to auto body shop programs to there is a bee program at one of the high schools.
Program?
Students learn about bees and the importance
of. That's a big deal.
It really is.
That's a cool thing. I've got some people some friends into it. It's the whole thing, girl.
Oh, it really is. It really is. Well, Stefanie, we love having you on, and you're going to be buck dancing anywhere soon?
Find me some bluegrass music, and I'm there with bells on. Yes.
Yeah. She really can. She can shake a leg. She can shake a leg.
If people want to reach out, contact you, learn more, offer you story ideas, is there a forum for that?
Please, no, not a forum, but do email me, smiller@mainstreetmediatn.com. Again, smiller@mainstreetmediatn.com. please reach out to me if there's something cool happening in your community or people doing great things.
We will be right back. We're gonna go to the spa again. We'll in our minds.
Yeah, it's going to be Mokara. It's right here at the Omni Hotel. This is Taste of Nashville. Stay with us.
Hi, I'm Carmen at the Omni Nashville Hotel. Come see us at the Mokara Spa.
Racing season is underway, and the Lionel Racing Retail Store at Opry Mills, Nashville has a die-cast car for every fan, from classic cup cars to recent checkered flag winners. So make plans to make your next pit stop at the Lionel store in Opry Mills, Nashville, and drive away with a collectible die-cast car from your favorite driver. Lionel Racing is the official die-cast car of NASCAR, the choice of champions. Visit LionelNashville.com or call 615-455-9399.
Hello everybody, welcome to the Lionel Opry Mills store. Today we're going to talk a little bit about Lion Chief, what it is, how it works. So what we have here today, we have the Disney 100, beautiful little train set. We'll talk about the remotes. Every one of our box sets come with a Lion Chief remote. So they look really simple. You got forward control for forwards, reverse, just roll back. To blow your whistle or your horn if you have a diesel, you go right here. So your bell operation is right here on the left. And for your crew talk announcements, it's right here in the center.
All aboard, everybody!
In addition to your remote, you can also come in and download the Lion Chief app. Real simple, you just go on the Play Store, you find your locomotive, you pair to it, go in here, and now you can run it with your phone. Another really cool feature about the phone app is you can go in here to voice control. Now I can tell it things to do. Stop. In addition, you can also go in and you have different control over your settings. You can change your whistle pitches, your bells, overall volume. You can change it. You can make your chuff louder or your bell quieter. It just gives you a lot more control than the remote. When you want to run your other engine, you simply go in here. And now we're connected to the diesel locomotive. And now we can run that one. And of course you can go in here and change your settings. You can change your horn. Change the pitch of your bell. Even set the volume on everything individually. So say you want a louder horn but a quieter diesel chuff, you just turn that down. Or you can turn up your overall volume. Well guys, thanks for coming down, but before you leave I got to show you something real cool. These are the Disney 100 hand cars. They're made after their 100-year-old counterparts. This helped save our company back in the 30s. They're really cool. And that's all for now guys. Thanks for coming to see us. Until next time.
So, you want to be a part of the Busy Bee team, huh? Well, how do you see yourself fitting into the organization? Oh, I get it. You want to be a weather bee.
You're seeing the signs too, right?
What signs?
Hit your high note with Harmony Senior Services at Mount Juliet. Compose your perfect day every day with plenty of fun activities, delicious meals with friends, and the ease of a maintenance-free lifestyle. You won't miss a beat when you stop in for a tour and enjoy a complimentary meal. Visit Harmony Senior Services at Mount Juliet and see what it means to live in full harmony.
We are celebrating great gift time giving for Valentine's Day. It's hard to find the right gift, right?
This is 100% going to be a great gift any time of year, but especially
out of the ballpark
now when you know, with Valentine's coming up and so forth. So yeah, this is good stuff. I often say the best things in life aren't things. They are creating memories and experiences. So, and here we go with Destiny from Mokara Spa, which is upstairs at the Omni Hotel here in downtown Nashville.
And if anybody can be an influencer for her own place of work, the most gorgeous skin you've ever seen in your life is on this woman right here. She has this perfect skin. You actually use the products.
I do. I've had a little bit of a cold, so gone now, but my skin's a little dry. But our moisturizer that we have up there from Dr. Dennis Gross is amazing. I recommend it all to all.
Well, I'm going to tell you, the massage that we got teased and tantalized with is amazing at Mokara Spa. You have a couples massage room. Let's talk about that, because a great experience for Valentine's Day is something that you do together.
Yes, of course. We always love to book our couples massage. It's an experience. The whole Mokara Spa is an experience. And enjoying a massage together with the one you love is always a wonderful time. So we do have one couples room. You can either do 50-minute duration or an 80-minute duration. I always say the longer the better. And you can also purchase gift cards as well for that, should you not have time to do it on the day of Valentine's Day, but you can always get them a gift.
It's just any time of year that you want to do it. I mean, and just walking in, make it an experience. Go and have a nice drink in the lobby before you go upstairs. Make it fun like that. And you can get facials, you can get massages, you can get
body treatments as well.
What's a body treatment?
Yeah, so that's a full exfoliation of the body. So it's a whole body scrub. We have an espresso body polish, a Manuka honey drench if your skin's feeling a little dry, and my all-time favorite is the lemongrass mimosa body scrub.
And how do you, because we've got you hooked, how do you get that, what do you do to get the gift certificate? How can you do this?
Yeah, so you're gonna go ahead and go to the Omni Hotel's website, purchase a gift card. That can be used at the hotel, at the Mokara Spa, at our retail, for any of our services. We always recommend getting an e-gift card, just because you can never lose that, and I've lost my fair share of gift cards because of that. So that's how you would go ahead and purchase something for someone.
And you got to do it now, and don't think, guys, you can't. You got to do it now. So guys, you're on the clock, and so are we. Apparently,
we are on the clock, and we could talk to you all day. We never stop. This all the time is what we do. But
are we doing a show?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's right. Thank you for joining us each and every month live at the Omni Nashville Hotel. Enjoy kitchen notes, enjoy Mokara Spa, and don't forget Bob's Steakhouse is here too.
That's
for that
right.
fancy dinner that you want to go to.
We're off to another great 2025. I'll call and text. We'll find out what we're going to wear next time. Okay.
That's right.
All right. See you. We'll see you next time.
Bye.